is my next tutorial. I'm so sorry that I'm just getting to do the tutorials now. I moved house and setting up the internet again and setting up all the connections took a while because we switched providers, so I'm only getting, I think my last one was August when I was doing the Teo hair review and the tanning as well, so apologies, but I have looked at my YouTube and there's so many to get through, obviously because there's been a 3-month gap because it's nearly December, so I'm sorry. But the one thing I've done is sort of what I've started off with is the pink and brown tutorial, and I have chosen to do a hot pink, and I'll just zoom in so you can see, and I'll just close my eyes for a moment just so you can see the pink and brown. Okay, pictures will be available on my blog, Kira Explosion of Beauty, and obviously all the photos and links will be on my Twitter at Kira5020Beauty, so I'll just come out again. And we'll start on the other eye. I'm using the Fraulein eyeshadow palette, and I'll show you that as well. Let me just come out of there a little bit more. Okay. Again, I'm sorry guys that I've been so long without any makeup tutorials, but there are so many to get through, and I promise I'll be doing that from now on. So this is I did get a double in this one, but this is the one I'll be using. This is the brown right there, and the pink I chose to use was this one right here, if you can see, right there. Okay, it's great as well. I think it's a bright look. It's again all about blending the colours, getting that fresh look. What I've done so far is I've used my foundation, which is L'Oreal True Match in Ivory. I've then gone over with my powder foundation, which is the same. I then used, and I'll show you guys this is my new bronzer. Now you can choose to use like a rouge blusher, or if you want, but I find bronzers, particularly for my skin, just makes it look more natural. If you have really kind of almost painted on pink blush, it does look very fake, and I think very pale skin, it looks beautiful on, but because obviously I'm a bit of a mixed race, I tend to use bronzers, and I found this one in Accesorise, which everybody will know in the UK. If you may not know in the States or elsewhere in Europe, but Accesorise do handbags, jewellery, makeup, and they've started to do like scarves, hats, that kind of thing now. But this is a duo pack. It's Baked Bronzer Duo, Pearl Sands in shade 1. Now I usually use this in the daytime, so if I'm going to work I'll use this one, which works just as well as a powder foundation, but it gives you that more of that kind of glow. And this one I use at night. But if you want to get a really good combination of the two, just use your normal brush that you would use for something of this nature, and then put it in the areas that you would usually put it. And I think it doesn't look over the top, but it looks natural. So that's what I've used. Accesorise Baked Bronzers Duo Pearl Sands. They do have different duos, but I thought that was so pretty, the box with the butterflies as well, and that was £11, and I know that's a lot, but this actually, I've had this about a month, and you would think I hadn't even used it yet. You don't need that much, honestly. So if you want any more information on that, just email me. It's KiraOG at Avon. Kira.og@Avon. Oh my god, I'm sorry, I'm just forgetting my email now. KiraOG.avon@gmail.com. I'm so sorry about that, guys. Okay, let's get started then, before I forget what I'm doing, totally. What I did now, a lot of people might do this differently, but I find that I can get better control of the shapes this way, is I'm going to start off with the brown. I know that might sound strange. I'll just show you what I've done already. I've used High Beam on the lid. I'll just do it again just to show you what I did. You can use it on the upper cheeks as well, which I've done, but High Beam is also used by makeup artists as a highlight, and High Beam is by Benefit. There you go. Okay, and you just rub that in. Okay, and it works as a really good highlight for the skin. Okay, I've already put on my eye primer from NYX. So what I'm going to do now, and what I was telling you before, is that I'm going to use this colour, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to use one of these, which is just like an applicator, and what I do is I just literally hold back my eye just so that I can get correct. I'm actually going to do it now. I'm just going to show you you go from where the line of your eye is, just out here, and you make that shape of a wing, but you bring it in, and that's where you colour your brown, and the lid will then be the hot pink, and it just gives you more control over what you're doing. So I'll just show you what I mean, and you'll be surprised how quick it is as well. It's great because I think the other way can be a bit longer, and it's just a little trick that I use, not just on myself but in general if I'm working on a client. Okay, there's a little trick the client then takes home as well for any eyeshadow that they might be doing for blending two different colours. So what I'm going to do is, you can see, I'm just coming out of the corner of my eye there and bringing that up, almost cat-like, and then we're going above the arch, all the way over, and if you lose a bit of colour, just go back to your brown. You'll see what this looks like when I release my eye. It really turns out well, guys, and it's a little trick I learned along the way. So anything above the crease, so I'll just let go just to show you, I'm not finished yet, but anything above the crease you're going to be blending in, okay? So what we're going to do is just, you can use tape if you want, but I think I've been doing it for so long now that I just need to kind of pull back my eye a tiny bit, and so that looks harsh, but obviously we're blending, okay, so don't worry about that. So what I'm going to do now is use my, it's not a blender brush, it's a 120, and use that same colour. It may be a bit strange at first to do this, but when you see the photos afterwards and you see how it looks when I put the pink in, it actually looks amazing. If you look at the other eye, you would never know that I had done that. So this is just the brown, and we're just going to come in under the line, but not going into the crease. Okay, not going into that crease at all, we're just bringing it in. Don't worry, because look how this looks. This is how this started, so it all blends in perfectly, so don't worry if it looks a little harsh at the beginning. Okay, so now what we're going to do is take my other blender brush. I'm going to then put in my hot pink. I'm going to then blend at the top with my blender brush, which is this one, a bit chunkier than the other one, and then it actually ends up looking like this. And then with the mascara and liner, it just looks beautiful. I've actually brought the pink underneath as well, which will probably show better in the photos. So what I'm going to do is get back to what I was doing, which was the hot pink. And we're going to bring that over the eyelid. Okay. So if you want, you can just hold your lid down. And it really makes the colour pop. I'm just going to get some more of that pink. Okay. And as I said, I did bring it down and underneath the eye, but first of all, what I'm going to do is just blend. This is just a normal blending brush, and I'm just going to blend in the brown so it doesn't look so harsh, and you can see how it's almost fading already. And also the application of the Benefit really helps with this as well, because it's blending in all of the colours that go onto the eye. So and also don't forget your shape. You can use tape for that too, but you can see the shape that came across on this eye. We're going to do the same for this eye as well. Okay. So what I'm going to do now is, sorry, I'm just going to get that. what I'm going to do now is bring that pink, because we've done our, what you can do is, what I did before, sorry, just before I did the pink under the eye, is I then reapplied my Benefit on both eyes, so I can do that again, to the highlight. I'll do it this side too, just to show you guys. And this lasts a long time. I know Benefit can be expensive, but it lasts a very long time, and a little goes a long way. I think sometimes paying that extra amount for products like this really helps. So, because it benefits you, and always blend in an upward motion so you're not dragging your skin downwards. Never drag the skin down, even when you're using facial washes or anything, never drag it downwards. Always drag it upwards. Okay. So now I know it doesn't look as harsh as it did before. And it's keeping that wing look as well, so that'll help when we put our liner on, as you can see on this eye. What I'm going to do now is bring that pink down underneath the eye. So we're just going to start, you can hold it if you find that easier, because it controls the angle. We're going to start here and just go all the way underneath. And back up again. And then back. And underneath and up again. Okay, and then just, you can obviously correct any fallout that you need to. And then you can see that what I did on this side too. When the liner and the mascara is on, it does look amazing. And I did choose the hot pink, just to be a little bit different, because I know people have done pink and brown before, and sometimes the pink can look a little bit like it's not even there, so that's why I chose hot pink. So now what I'm going to do, and I think the photos will show this up amazing as well, I'm going to do my liner and mascara, and I will be right back. Hi guys, so I just put on the liner and mascara. I used Falsies by False Effect Volume Express from Maybelline, and then for the liner I used Avon's glitter stick. So that's the finished look. I did put on some lip gloss, just like a rouge lip gloss from Ted Baker. It's like the mini lip kit one. There are the colours, and I'll just show you the one that I used, which was this one right here. If you notice my nails, I do have like a festive nail theme going on, which will be after this video, which I've uploaded at the same time, so they'll be directly after one another. So that's the finished look. You can see the pink now if I just close my eyes. The brown, and then the pictures will probably show up the pink underneath the eye a lot better. So thank you for watching, thank you for requesting this look. It's such a gorgeous look, I think. And I think that's a really good trick, to do the shape with the brown beforehand. Get that shape and that definition done, and then go in with the pink afterwards. I think it does, and obviously I've taken a bit of time to describe it and to show you how I do it, but I've used it on clients, and I have done it myself with different colours when I'm just going out. And it's really, I think it just quickens the whole process. So depending on how much time you have to get ready, anything like that, it can help with. So this is the look. All the photos will be on, some of the photos will be on the video beforehand, but the majority of photos will be on my website, The Kira Explosion of Beauty, and the link to the video and everything else will be on my Twitter page. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you again soon.